Hi everyone, I'm so excited to show you my dream home that was 2 years in the making. Actual building part was 2 years, but the planning was over 5 years because we knew we had to get a new house with the master bedroom on the main level because my husband was diagnosed with MS. But anyway, we're finally done. Some of the rooms still are kind of in the middle of being decorated, but for the most part it's done, and welcome to my home. Let's begin the tour. This is my front living room. Eventually, we would like to get a piano in here. My son takes piano lessons and he has a keyboard upstairs, but we'd like to get a real piano. We had to sell our other one in our last home because we couldn't store it for 2 years. So this is our front room, and it's just this black accent wall is one of my favorite parts. Just different sizes and depths of just wood boards that we painted black. We also added these French doors with glass so that eventually when my son is practicing piano, we can shut the door, or if anyone wants a little privacy or quiet, they can shut these doors. And then they open, they swing all the way open. I designed pretty much this entire house. What I did is I took a basic floor plan that we found that we liked well enough, and I just made a whole bunch of changes. First of all, the exterior is completely changed. We added a lot of rooms, we took out some walls, we extended some walls. So it is pretty much a full custom home. So what I did right here, this was originally a really small master bedroom and then a front office. But what I did, this one also has these French glass doors, and they're frosted because it's a bedroom. And so we can close this off for privacy, but I love opening them in the daytime because it's so open. And my room is not only just my bedroom, I have a whole seating area right here, bookcase. I do a lot of my work there. I have this seat by the window, which I love. And this was, this is kind of our dream bedroom, like master on the main, with the wide opening, just, down the road in case my husband's ever in a wheelchair or whatnot. My favorite part of this room is this custom ceiling. This, I think they call it a tray ceiling. I absolutely, that's my favorite part. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick peek into my bathroom. This is one of the rooms we extended. My favorite part is we have this double shower here, and I love the way the tile work ended. I love my freestanding tub. And then we have our walk-in closet back here. And my favorite decor part of this room is this hexagon tile floor. I loved how that made a statement when you walked in. I get asked why in the world we have carpet in our bedroom and instead of hardwood, and there are many reasons. First of all, I almost exclusively sit on the floor. I prefer sitting on the floor to couches or chairs or anything. Also, it muffles sound, so it's just nice and quiet in here. It's soft. I don't like wood floors in bedrooms. It's too echoey, it's too loud, it's not warm enough for me. That's just my personal preference. I love open floor plans. So I love that when you open the door and you walk in, you immediately have this kind of grand view into the main living area, the great room, the family room, whatever you want to call it. And if you'll notice up above, that we did some beams up here on the ceiling. Another one of my favorite parts. And if you'll notice when we walk around, I don't have anything hanging on walls. At least not right now, because I feel like the finish work speaks for itself. It's so beautiful that I didn't want to take away by having pictures hung everywhere. I love the white walls, and I just want the key features of the home, like this banister, the wood staircase that kind of wraps around the beams, the fireplace. I just think I want those to stand out. So if you walk in here, you can see it's just this open concept. The original plan, they did not have this open at all. It was walled all the way up, but I turned it into a loft by taking away that wall, and I just think it just makes it look so much bigger. And probably my favorite part of this room is this fireplace that goes floor to ceiling with the stone, and then some built-ins on the side, the lighting above. We spend most of our time in this room. This is where we all gather, watch TV, play games. My family loves chess. We're right here by the kitchen. I love this room. All right, this is the hub of the entire house. Now, I don't do my decorating in my main kitchen anymore. I was able to build a kitchen downstairs purely for cake decorating and content. So this just belongs to my family. And my family they are so happy to finally have their own kitchen back instead of trying to work around me and my lights and my cameras and just a huge mess constantly. This is just kind of my dream kitchen. I have a big family, so we have this large fridge freezer. I love the way the cabinetry turned out. We did a two-tone, so the island is this white oak and then the rest of it are the white cabinets. Instead of doing a backsplash, this was kind of my big splurge of the entire house. We took this quartz and ran it all the way from the countertop to the ceiling instead of doing it like a traditional tile backsplash. And I just love the way that turned out. I designed this hood, custom hood, and we got double ovens because I make a lot of cakes. I do a lot of baking up here still. Again, downstairs is more just the decorating, but I do my baking down here. Again, I have a large family, so I wanted a lot of bar stools. And when we built this home, my husband and I also thought, 20 years down the road when we have grandkids, and I want to be able to host Christmas, Thanksgiving, so I was able to you can fit 5, but I think it's a little crowded. I put 4 bar stools here, but then over here we have this peninsula with an overhang, so I was able to fit 5. Potentially we could fit 6 bar stools there. So plenty of seating for my kids when their friends come over. And then we have this dining area, just so it's nice and large so we can host large family events. We did not do a formal dining room and like a breakfast nook. A lot of houses 10, 15, 20 years ago had those 2 separate rooms, and I had a formal dining room in my last house. We never used it, so it was just wasted space. Instead, I decided I wanted a really, really large dining room. So in the original plan, the wall came to only about right here, and I pushed it out a good 6 to 8 feet. And I actually did host Thanksgiving this year, and what we were able to do, we had like 35 people. I took this table and I turned it this way, and then I brought an entire table, a dining table from downstairs. I brought it and we put it here. So I was able to fit 2 really nice sized tables in here and seat about 16 to 18 people. And then I have this hutch for all my dishes. Just lots of space. Check out the ceiling. This is the finished work we did on the ceiling in this room. I really love ceiling finish work. If you haven't noticed, we just ran like shiplap all the way from the back of the house to the front of the kitchen. And I just makes it nice and light and bright and kind of gives it a wide, open, elongated space feeling. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, and on this side of the dining room, we have our deck, our covered deck, and I know we will be spending a lot of time out here in the summer. It's winter right now, so we have to have all our furniture pushed against the wall, but we have our grill and our table, chairs, couches, some swing chairs out here. And I took just the normal double door and I widened it, and we made this a huge 4 panel glass sliding door so that we can open it. So it's kind of an indoor outdoor eating space, and it brings in lots and lots of light. This is probably my favorite room in the house. This is my room. This is my craft room / office. This is my hub right here. And there were 2 things in this home that I have always wanted my entire life. I wanted a room with black and white checker tile. So I decided to put that in here. And I love this, another French glass door here. Just kind of went with the black and white theme with the cabinets and the countertops. This is probably my favorite light fixture in the house. There's lots and lots of light that comes in. I work here writing blog posts, and it is also kind of a catch-all storage room for a lot of extra cake stuff like that. I've got a bunch of chocolate down there, and one of my KitchenAids right there. Yes, favorite room. Still working on it. Needs a rug, needs some more chairs. Kind of my own little space. Okay, now right here off the kitchen, we have the pantry here and we have the laundry room here. And the other thing that I've always wanted in my house someday, call me crazy, was pink cabinets. And I thought, let's put them in the laundry room. No guests really see that room, but I'm in here a lot. My family's in here a lot. So let's make laundry bright and fun and happy. So here is my pink laundry room, and I love, love, love how it just is so striking with my floor tile. I love this room. And then this is one of the rooms I made bigger as well. This is our pantry. What I did here is I put cabinets and a countertop here. This way we can have all our small appliances in here rather than having them take up space in the kitchen, and it feels cluttered to me. I wanted to keep that clutter free. So we can put the blender and the waffle maker and the electric skillet, the toaster, all that happens in here, and I don't care so much if there's crumbs left, because again, this is just a room that is kind of meant to be messy and used and lived in, and so we've just got all our food around here. Then the dogs, this is kind of their room to also have their food and water. Again, kind of messy, not super organized yet, but you know, we live here and I have a big family. This is our mudroom. This door goes to the garage, and I love that when we come home, my kids come home, they can walk in the garage, and if you'll come around here, this is just like a nice large space divided out. They can put their tennis racket, the shoes go all underneath, they can hang their coats, backpacks, just extra things on top like snow pants, hats, dog paraphernalia over there. Just kind of a catch-all room for all the clutter that just gets dropped by the door that I just can't stand. I want to just have my house be as clutter-free as possible while also being practical. So this room, this is about as clean as it gets. Sometimes it's a lot messier, especially with the snow outside. If we're shoveling or my kids are playing in the snow, this will just be the dump room for coats and boots, and I'm totally fine with that because it's kind of out of the way. And then right here is just our half bath for guests. Has the same tile as the master bedroom, and just, you know, just a cute little half bath. Nothing too crazy special. All right, let's go upstairs. There are 4 rooms up here. 3 of them are bedrooms, and 1 of them is my husband's office. So this open area is our loft. This is where the kids do all their homework. We've got our printer there, computer there. You can see my math major son does a lot of his problems down there on his whiteboard. But this is just kind of nice and open. They can be up here working on their homework, but still kind of hear the TV or be able to talk to me. It's just all open so we can all, I don't know, be together. That sounds weird, but they prefer that than just going in the room and shutting the door. So over here, this is my husband's pride and joy. This is the room he completely designed himself or decorated himself. He didn't want to really have anything to do with the rest of the house decorating. He's not into that, and I actually am really glad. He just said, make it look pretty. So I got to do everything, but he kind of took charge of this room. He works in here a lot. He's got his TV, his computer. He has the best view in the entire house. You can see the mountains. Well, you can't now because there's clouds, but the mountain and lake views out there. He's got his music and his really nice speakers. So he'll come up here, shut the door, work, play music. It's just kind of a really cozy haven for him. Okay, now I'm not going to show you all the bedrooms inside. I'm going to respect the privacy of some of my older kids, but I will show you this one. This one kind of just makes me sad. So it's kind of a work in progress, but this was supposed to be my daughter's room, and she picked out a lot of stuff in here. The only problem was this house took so long to build and a full year longer than we anticipated that she never got to live here. She moved away to college about 3 weeks before we moved in. So it makes me sad when I walk in here. She picked the shiplap on this cute accent wall here, and we had her cute bed in here, but what we did is, because she's not living here anymore, we moved my son that was downstairs upstairs to this room because he was the only one downstairs, and it's really cold, and he was just down there all by himself, and he didn't like that. He wanted to be kind of more upstairs where everyone was. So, but this bathroom, oh my gosh, I love this bathroom. She picked out the green cabinet color and the tile. Again, so cute. I love the way the colored cabinets go with the black and white tile. And then the gold fixtures. This is a bedroom in here. My dogs are in there, and I'm not gonna open it because they will bark like crazy, but there's a bedroom in here, and this is their bathroom right here. But I will show you, this is my littlest's room, and it really wasn't meant to be this big, but because we extended the dining room out and it's right below this, it made this nice large room just ridiculously extra large, huge. So we did these custom shelves here because he collects Legos and stuffed animals and just all sorts of stuff like that. So I wanted kind of a display area for all his stuff. Otherwise it's just on the floor everywhere. So I love how these turned out. And then this is for, sometimes guests will come or his little cousin will come sleep over. This is a pull-out bed. This is where he practices piano. Again, I haven't fully decorated the bedrooms yet. It's just kind of random stuff placed everywhere, but it's such a good place for him to play. And he just is always working on projects. And I don't care if the mess stays out. He has places to do his Army guys or his Legos, and it's out of the way of the kitchen where it used to be all the time. He's got a nice large walk-in closet, kind of cluttered, messy, but I don't care. He's 10. It's all good. He's not gonna hang up his clothes. Real life, right? This is real. This is his own little bathroom here with the shower. So he has his own little room right off of his bedroom. All right, let's go downstairs. I'm going to show you my kitchen, my working kitchen, and just some of the fun things we have down here. These are our guest rooms. They're used by my 2 kids that are away at college. So this is Jake's room / guest room. And then one thing I love about this house that we did not have in our last house, storage. So I have storage everywhere. It just, yeah, we have empty closets and empty cabinets still because there's so much storage, and I love that. And I just gotta show you this, my favorite thing about this down here. Sorry, these are for my kitchen. These closets are just huge. So we can store a lot of stuff in there, kind of a lot of my son's old stuff that he doesn't want to take away to college. So that's his room. We put a little desk in here for work on homework. This is our furnace room, another storage area, and then we have this really nice under the porch kind of cold storage. We have all our Christmas trees. This is the downstairs family room, just a fun place to lounge and watch TV, play games. We do a lot of puzzles here on this coffee table. Just kind of a fun, cozy room. This is my daughter's room. So we moved her from the cute upstairs room down here. Guest room / Lucy's room when she comes home on some of the weekends and during the summer. This is where she is, and there's another really big closet in there. And then here's their bathroom that they share. So it was originally intended for my 2 boys to live down here, again, when we thought we would be here sooner. So this is just a little bit more masculine. We have the same green cabinets that Lucy had upstairs, but we have more of a geometric tile down here and this black countertop instead of white. And I just thought I gave it a nice masculine, more masculine feel. Same with the light fixtures. I just love the way the green and the black kind of go together. And then this is just the shower area. And there's a whole storage closet here. Again, storage, nothing's even in there. I didn't even know this thing existed until the house was almost done. Because this door was always open, but there's this entire linen closet behind this door, and then another linen closet here. So each of my kids can have their own linen closet when they move home permanently in the summer. Okay, right off of the family room, we have this, we kind of call it the game room / gym. And I love that we have these doors here so we can close, so we can keep the noise out, like if we're watching a movie. But we have our treadmill, our bikes, rower, ping pong, there's a TV there. This is just, you know, kind of the workout game room. And again, more storage. We have another linen closet with virtually nothing in it, but I know we'll fill them up eventually. And then a really giant storage closet with some nice shelves in here. This is where I keep a lot of my holiday decorations. So just lots and lots of space. Eventually, we'd love to get a pool table in here and just kind of switch things around, but that's not a priority right now. We have a lot of other things we need to do. Okay, coming down here, this is so much fun. So we utilized the space under the garage. So houses in Utah, almost all of them have basements. You can dig, it's really rocky soil, so you can dig down in the ground. And so our garage is actually right over this. And they did a suspended garage, so there's just these metal steel beams. And we dug this out and decided to do a theater room under our garage. And we're still working on it. We've got the home theater system. We've got to get panels to hide the plugs and stuff. But this is so much fun. We just project the movie on that white wall over there. We've got just really comfortable bean bags and a couch over there. We have this bar here so that when my kids have friends over, they can sit at the bar stools and eat pizza, watch the movie. We've got some candy jars here. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews. When they were over, we moved all the stuff out of the way and we made this a dance room. And they had a dance party and a dance contest, like my little 8, 9, 10-year-old nieces and nephews for New Year's. It was so much fun. It's soundproof. When the movie's playing, the sound is amazing. Last but not least, this is the dream. This is what I have dreamed of since Neurotic Mom became a thing, when I started doing cakes and decorating at my own kitchen, where I could devote completely to content creation and decorating that's well lit, that's completely out of the way of my other kitchen, where I can come down here and work. I can go back and forth without worrying about having to clean up in between everything. Yeah, this is my dream. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Now you'll notice it's more functional than beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's definitely a studio kitchen where I film, photograph, and everything. So I've got my thing right here to put my phone in and video everything. I stand right there. Got my cake stands displayed there. Look at that cute Neurotic Mom sign. My kids got that for me for Christmas. I love that. I've got a lot of my cakes I decided to print out and post, hang on my walls. So that's a fun wall. And then this is, again, like I said, functional, but this is where the best lighting is. We've got this light here, and I've got kind of my, photography section set up there. I put my cakes there and take pictures. These light boxes, when I'm decorating the cakes, I will move over to the island to get lighting there. I need to get an Apple TV. We're gonna put a TV up here because I'm down here so much and I can't listen to music or an audiobook because my phone won't do that while it's recording, but I thought I could put on tennis at the tennis channel and watch tennis while I'm down here because I spend so much time down here. So I have a lot of storage stuff, cake decorating, stuff in here. Oh, let me show you these drawers because they're awesome. I had these custom little trays built. These were for my last place that I lived, so they fit the drawers perfectly. I'm getting new ones fitted out. They're from Salt by Sabrina. You should check her out. She's my good friend, but this is a genius idea that she had, and I designed this one. It just holds all my piping tips. It's just perfect. Anyway, I'm getting new drawers in here that'll fit the whole thing and be even better. And I just have all my cake supplies, baking supplies, a whole cupboard full of sprinkles, a dishwasher. I've hired an assistant, so she comes down here and cleans up after me and then preps for me for the next day. So here's what she did. I'm getting ready to film a tutorial right now today, so I told her to just prep me a bunch of buttercream. And so she'll prep things for me and clean up for me. And I just can't believe I'm finally at this place where I have my own kitchen and I have an assistant to help me with things. So this is kind of a dream come true. Now we are going to take a tour of the outside of my house. We'll talk about the exterior of my home as well as the landscaping and how we came to find this lot and just kind of everything that went into all of this. So we're out here on my front porch. And if you kind of take a look around the neighborhood, when we actually bought this lot, there were no houses here. There were none. And we found this lot. Our realtor kind of searched around some lots. We looked at like 6 different ones, and this was the last one we looked at. And I instantly knew I wanted it. It's a little over half an acre. And kind of the tricky thing about building on a mountain is you either have no yard with a view or you have no view with a little bit of yard. It's really hard to find both. And we were able to have both with this lot. So we have a lot of front yard. You can see here a lot of grassy area. And then when we go to the back, you'll see that we have quite a bit of backyard area too. But then up here in these windows, we have views of the lake. And then the view in the backyard is amazing too. I'll talk about that in just a second. I love the aesthetic of the outside of my house. I've always wanted a white house, so this white tumbled brick was just perfect. And then I love black and white, so we have the gray siding, the black, and I just love how the exterior of my house turned out. I designed all of this myself also. We hired an architect to kind of do the outside. But yeah, I love the curb appeal. A lot of these houses are really close to the road, and this one we had to push way back to make it fit on the lot, but I love how that looks. We decided to do black driveway because we had a lot of snow here, and the black helps the snow melt a lot quicker, but it's still kind of a beast to shovel. And I let the landscaper do all the design. I don't know how to do landscaping, so I just let him have the creative license to do what he wanted, and I love how it turned out with the lighting and the brick wall and the trees that go around. We did a 4-car garage here. I have lots of kids and we needed the space, and it's nice to have your cars out of the elements. This garage is extra deep, this garage is extra wide, so we can fit bikes and mowers and snow blowers and garbage cans. So that was really nice. The whole point of this house was just storage, 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 and a place for everything. So here we are in the backyard. My kids really wanted the in-the-ground trampoline. People outside of Utah are kind of like, what is that? Here in Utah, you can dig in the ground because it's really rocky, and this in-the-ground trampoline is just a lot safer and so much fun. And you can see we have lots of grassy area back here. So we not only got the grass area, but we also have some views. This up here will never be built on, so we'll always have this mountain view up here, which I love. We're in the works of putting this swing set together and putting it in the ground. It's not quite done yet. Our next big plan is to get a fence because we do have deer up here and some roaming dogs in the neighborhood. Our lot actually goes way, way, way back there and way over there. We have some more landscaping in phase 2 when we get around to it. So I have this walkout. Down these stairs is my kitchen. And so when the weather warms up and there's not snow and ice down there, my assistant can just come around back and go in the kitchen and work there and exit that way too. We've got a pathway that goes around. But my favorite part of the yard is our covered deck. I love the covered deck, and in the summer it's going to be so nice because the sun will set over there, so this will be shaded almost the entire summer. It will be nice and cool, and it's so quiet back here. We love our mountain view. It's just peaceful and quiet, and we have this big sliding glass door that can open, so it's like a 2-area sitting and eating area when we have company. Still a little bit of a work in progress, but overall we just love everything about our house. This is definitely a dream house. A long time making, but here we are, and I'm glad it's finally over and we have everything we wanted. So there you go. If you are new here to my YouTube channel, you may not know that I have a whole bunch of online courses about what I do, cake decorating, how I've turned that into a business. I have over 100 videos filmed. My most recent course, I filmed a purely piping mastery video that has been extremely popular, probably one of my most popular courses yet. But I do everything from just the very beginning basics of cake decorating all the way up to advanced and wedding cakes. And not only that, I have courses on how I have turned my social media into a money-making business. I have courses on Instagram and TikTok and how to have a home-based business if you're baking from home and selling your goods. So I have something for every level of cake decorating and baking. And then if you don't happen to be a baker, I also have courses on how you can turn social media into a quite significant income. I just teach you everything that I have learned and done over the past 5 years, so make sure to check those out. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my home. It's been just a dream come true, especially after 2 years we built through the pandemic. It was a really long, hard, difficult process, but in the end, I have a beautiful, well-built home that I have dreamed about my entire life, that'll be suitable for our needs in the future, that is made for a large family, and it's my dream home. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stick around and check out all the fun videos I will have for you in the future.